been teaching guitar for about 2.5 years, maybe? Something like that. I started teaching just random people who wanted to learn how to play guitar, just friends. And so when people started asking more and more, then I really didn't do anything about it until someone approached me about Music Center, that they had an opening. I said, hey, I'll give it a shot just for a side thing, and then like all my student load like exploded. So now I'm at Music Center. So I grew up mostly in Oklahoma City, and that's where I call home, sort of. I call here home now, but that's where I grew up. That's where I went to school. My parents were divorced when I was super young, so I moved back and forth between my mom and my dad, and they kept moving around. And I moved up here because the church that I go to now has a school of worship, and so I was a musician for a while. I started leading worship, and then I had a few friends that came up this direction, and so I came up to visit them, and then I fell in love with the church and found out about the school of worship, and then I moved here for it, actually, and after the program I just stayed here. I didn't move from there, so that is how I came up here to cold Kenosha. I like lots of different types of music. I love jazz. I love mostly rock kind of stuff, I guess you would say, but kind of indie rock. I love Mute Math, I love Radiohead, I love Muse, I love Death Cab for Cutie. I like old Weezer. I like Weezer from the Blue album. I'm in the band, and I play guitar, and I also lead the Spark, so I sing most of the time. And so I'm on lead guitar. We have Sarita on the other guitar. She plays acoustic, and she plays the other electric if the song calls for another electric. So we've got 2 electric guitars. We have Mike on bass. We have Ro on keys and vocals, and we have Nick on drums. So there's 5 of us in all. Started the Spark about 2 years ago, a little under 2 years ago. We're coming up on it, and we came up with the name by, it's actually from something that God spoke to us about igniting worship and igniting a passion in the generation. The Spark is a little bit different than a normal band. We want to lead people to a place where they experience the presence of God rather than just a show. That's completely what the Spark's about.
Came down and took a hold.